Students preparing for mathematical admissions tests, such as the MAT, TMUA, and the math section of the ESAT, are often interested to know what extra past papers they can use to supplement their practice. Since all of the October exams are fairly similar, students preparing for one will often like to use the past papers from the other series to supplement their practice. And since the MAT is the oldest of the October exams, many students will make use of those past papers. It's commonly believed that the MAT goes back to 2007. But in fact, it's existed with essentially the same specification right the way back to 1996. These older papers are an incredibly valuable and often overlooked resource. The MAT is run by the University of Oxford and is used to support their admissions decisions for applicants applying to read mathematics, computer science, and joint honours programmes involving these subjects. In the past, the MAT has also been taken into account by other universities, including Imperial College London and Warwick, but from 2024 onwards, since the TMUA has become more universal, it's only Oxford which will take the MAT into account. The MAT is a very useful resource for students preparing for the TMUA and also for ESAT, especially Mathematics 2. After nearly 30 years of stability and format, the MAT did change in 2024. It's now a computer-based exam with 25 multiple choice questions and 2 long-form questions to which you enter the answers using a computer text box. But prior to this, there were 10 multiple choice questions which collectively comprised what they called question 1, with 4 or more long-form questions. The reason there were sometimes more than 4 long-form questions is because for certain years, candidates would answer different questions depending on the degree programme they were applying for. The 2007 to 2023 papers are very well known. The specification is the same as for the modern MAT. There were some very small changes around 2019, with, for example, the trapezium rule being removed, but essentially the syllabus was stable for the entire time, and these papers are available on the Oxford website. However, the older papers, from 1996 until 2006, have surfaced through a range of Freedom of Information requests, and we've collected these together for your convenience on our website. These papers had the same format, and the syllabus was essentially the same, the only substantial difference being that sometimes the questions required more advanced calculus or trigonometry knowledge. Although official solutions are not available for these older legacy papers, we provide multiple choice answer keys on our website for free, available for everybody to use, and within our MAT programme, we also provide video and booklet solutions to the long-form questions. Since a small number of the older questions are no longer relevant for the current MAT syllabus, we also provide relevance checker documents which outline whether each question is relevant. Given the similarity between the MAT, TMUA, and ESAT Math 2 syllabuses, these documents are equally useful for candidates preparing for the TMUA or the ESAT. These older papers are an extremely useful resource. As with many maths exams, the MAT has generally trended to become more difficult over the years, and so there will be some problems which feel a little easy compared to the modern exam. But there are also some genuinely challenging and very interesting problems. And it's always best to prioritise real past papers over third-party practice papers, because even these older legacy papers are known to the question setters and examiners, and are therefore far more likely to be drawn on for inspiration in setting the new exams. If you're interested in using the MAT legacy papers as part of your preparation, take a look in the description, where we link to the papers themselves, as well as the answer keys and the relevance checkers. If you've already started to explore the MAT legacy papers, what was your impression of the questions? Let us know in the comments. And if you'd like more videos about the MAT, TMUA, ESAT, and maths and physics content more broadly, do remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.